What's up YouTube, it's your boy Michael, and in this video I'm going to be adding a blog to my Nextjs starter kit. Now I plan on relaunching my starter kit very soon with some cool features, and one of the things I wanted to add was a blog, but instead of just announcing it when I share with you the relaunch of my starter kit, I was like, why not record a video of me adding the blog? So that's what I'm going to be going to do. Like, this isn't scripted or anything like that. You're literally going to see me do that as we speak. So I just created a folder called blog in the app router, in the app folder. So if I go to /blog, you will see, well, not blog, you'll see that I have this right now. I have this page wrapper, which is essentially just a wrapper with a nav bar and a footer and then some Tailwind classes. So I have that right now. Now I have some code from a blog site I made before, so I'm just going to copy this code because I don't want to reinvent the wheel. So I'm just going to take this code right here, and again, this code is this page right here. So I'm going to go back to this page, paste this code here, and let's just remove this, and then for now we'll just comment this out, and we'll just change this title to be the starter blog. Start your blog on this starter kit, I don't know, now. And then we'll make this dark text white. All right, so this is what it looks like. All right, so we have the title, subtitle. You can change that however you want. And then this, the code I just commented out, this is going to be the blog post card. It's sort of similar to the one that I have on the home page, but I think it's slightly different, but something like this. So we're just going to keep that there, but I'm going to need to fetch my blog post. I'm going to need a place to store my blog posts, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using the CMS that I built called SuperNextCMS, which you can find at cms.rasmike.xyz, right? I'll link it in the description below. This is the home page. I've already created an account. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a test blog post. Let's call this test blog post. And what we're going to do is we're going to say, let's make it an H1. Welcome to this blog post. So this is our blog post. We're going to hit submit. Let's call this blog, actually, just blog post. Hit save. So our document has been saved. Now let's publish it. But before I publish it, do I have author? Okay, so I'm going to create, okay, an author's already been created. I already have an author. I'm just going to create a category and call this sample. Hit submit. Category's been created. So let's publish this document. So let's call it blog post. This is my first blog post for my Nextjs starter kit blog. Some keywords: Nextjs, Supabase, Nextjs starter kit, and then upload it. As that's uploading, I'll just do a cool image for the alt text. Author will be rasmike, category will be sample, and then document will be blog post. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to submit this. It says the article is published. Let's look at my blog post. That is fantastic. The image is a little weird though. We can fix that later. So so I have a blog post that is up on my CMS. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to need to figure out how is it that I can fetch this blog post. So I'm going to use this API to help me fetch all the blogs, this to fetch all the slugs, and this to fetch article by slug. It's very important. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my utils folder, actions, and then I'm going to create blog / get all blogs.ts. Right, so I'm just going to have a blog folder, and this my action is going to be called get all blogs, and I'm just going to follow this template that I have. Right, it just checks that the person is authenticated, which is fantastic. So now what we're going to do is all we need to do, I'm just going to copy this right here, right? Let's put this in a try catch. Perfect. And then we're going to return, how do I not handle this? I'll do success, and then we'll return response. And then for this one, we'll return error. Right? Okay, we're good to go. But I do need an API key. So I'm going to go to settings, and my API key is right here. Now I'm going to edit this part out where I put in my API key, but I'm basically going to go to my .env. That's right here. I'm going to click, and I'm going to add my API key there. But this part I'll edit out. So I just placed my API key, and it's going to be process.env.cms underscore API key. That's perfect. And then it's saying, yes, I just put the exclamation mark just to tell it that, hey, this will be here. Do not worry, you can trust me. So we're going to call this get all blogs, and we should be running. So let's go to our blog page. This ain't it. And right here, we're going to make this a server component, a server page. And then we're going to do const response equals to await get all blogs. Just going to import this right here. And let us uncomment this code, right? And maybe, let's see. Let's add this here. Let's see, is it just the image it's giving? Oh, even response. Let me check what response returns. So let's do console log dot response. So let's go to the page. Localhost 3000, we're on the blog page. It says you must be signed in. I am signed in. Oh, I'm not. Now this is very interesting. No, you don't have to be signed in to get all the blog posts, right? Because you want people to be on your site to see it. So I'm just going to remove this code. Don't need it. So let's refresh. And okay, perfect. So now what we're going to do is, oh, one thing I should have done is const result equals to, let me await the response, get the JSON out, and then return result. And then there you have it. So now my console log is success, status, 200, message, success, response. Wait, why is it weird like that? Oh, that's because that's how I already returned it. So should I just return result? If I return result, result returns status, message, and response. Perfect. Okay, then result is just fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back here, and then I have to do result.response. So let me uncomment this. Let me do result here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do result question mark dot response, right? We'll get the typing down in a second. Is image imported? Let's import image. Okay. And badge is not important from shadcn. Let's import that as well. And let's see, it's saying invalid source prop. Okay, so what I have to do is I have to go to my next config, and I just have to add here. I need to add this URL right here because this is what upload thing uses to host. This is the URL that upload thing uses to host the images. So if we refresh, any second now, would you look at that? Our blog is kind of live, right? Because if we click this, we won't be able to read or see anything. But so far, so good. She's looking pretty. Right now, I'm just going to be a G and do an any type. We'll do the typing again later. But okay, so far, so good. Now, one thing I want to handle is I want to be able to handle when someone clicks on it, they should read the actual blog. So I'm going to create the slug route. We're going to do not route.ts, sorry, page.tsx. We're going to React functional component, and we're just going to call this blog itself. So that, and here I believe we get the params, and params are going to be slug, which is a string, and we're going to console log params. All right, so if I click on here, takes me to blog. Perfect. Now let's just wrap this with page wrapper. And we are solid. Now again, I do have some existing code for this. I'll kind of show you how it works, but for the most part, it's mostly design. So let me copy all of this. And then, oh, it's a lot of red. And let me copy this function as well. Now this function is very, very important. This is how I render all my blogs. So let me just import link. Button variants, is that something I report? Okay, I guess I import that as well. That's a icon, and then cn. I'm just gonna do imports. I know I can import all, but sometimes it imports from the wrong package, and it kind of messes everything up, and I'd rather not deal with that. So okay, and then I'm going to import, I need to install React HTML parser. I'll explain what that is in a second. Let me just get this right here. I'm going to have to paste this, and then we're gonna have to install React. Actually, I can tell you what it is now. So essentially, I use HTML to render my blogs. I'm not a fan of MDX or Markdown, to be honest. I think with HTML you have more control and it's easier to style. So that's what I use. And that's why I use React HTML parser. It parses through the HTML. So this function right here parses through the HTML, which I return in this response. And then you have this transform key, which is this function right here. And this function gives you the rules on how you're going to style it. So when you have an A tag, it applies the styles. When you have an H1, it applies the styles. When you have an H2, it applies the styles. Like, it gives you complete control. And I find the code to be much more simpler than dealing with MDX and all that stuff. So just a personal preference. I think it's better. So that's what I use now. What we're going to do is we are going to have to fetch the article by slug. So I'm going to create another action called get blog slug.ts. I'm just going to copy this over again, and I'll call this get blog by it's get blog slug. And I'm going to go to the CMS. Again, there's code I can copy paste. This is how I would retrieve an article by slug. So I'm just going to paste this over here. I'll just add this to the URL. It's literally slug, right? That's pretty much it. And this is something I would pass to the server action. It's a string. And yep, that's it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go const response equals await get blog by slug params dot slug, and then I'm just going to import this. This is going to be a server, render on the server, and now this should work. Probably not going to work off the bat. Okay, we have an issue with the date. Or is it just refreshing? Wait, let it refresh. Okay, something's working. All right, we see the outline. Now let's see what's going on. Let's see the error. React on preload expected 2 arguments, no href link. Okay, so let's actually console log the response first to see what is going on. So let's refresh here, and then let's see. Oh wait, What's going on? Oh, can I not get params in a serve? Wait, I don't think that's the problem. No, that should be fine. It says syntax unexpected end of JSON input. So if we go back to here, let me see, console log response. Okay, so this response method not allowed. Let's see what the error is. Oh, the API key's there. Wait, am I missing something? XAuth key method post. Ah, that's what it is. This should be method post. Now let's see. There you go. Yeah, you see, again, I did not plan, and like this wasn't I'm building as you guys watch. So if we refresh this, oh, still broken. Okay, perfect. Why is it broken? React DOM preload 2 arguments. Well, you're getting the response here. Is the parser the one giving me the issue? Let's see. If we refresh, let's save here. We'll see even R returns. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go back here. We're going to uncomment this, and we're going to see its response. Okay, so we're going to do, let's do result here. And then we're going to do result.response, 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 because it's result then response, and result.response. Okay. Oh no, I got a couple more here. That should be good. I'm gonna remove this. Wait, what's going on? Okay, let me just comment this out. I don't know if I installed it properly. But okay, yeah, see? The image just pulled up. Fantastic. I don't know why my @ isn't showing here. Okay, it worked. Let's see. Result.response at result.response author. Oh, or maybe the author doesn't have an IG. I'll comment this out for now. Okay, perfect. So this is working now. It should be blog HTML. So when I save this, why is image giving me an issue? I don't get it. It says oh wait, HTML parser not defined. Did I not install it? Oh, I swear I thought I installed it. Let's see. Oh, I did comment it out. Cannot find a declaration for our module. Oh. I think I just gotta have to. Let's see. Let's try adding the types, maybe. That solved it? That solved it. Wow. Fantastic. Fantastic. And then refresh. Let's go. There you have it. Now, what's cool about this is if I go to my CMS and I go to this document and I want to edit this and I want to make this an H3 and I hit update, save changes, and let's go to my blog. You see the H2 has an underline here. If I refresh, wait, let me refresh, ignoring cache. No more underline. This is perfect. We have a fully functional blog. Now let's do some cleanup. So let me go to the main page. And then let me add some, I think here I'll do it. Let me add some margin top and below. Actually, I'll add a bit more. So this was margin top. I'll do margin bottom like 3 rem. Like, give me some space. Okay. Maybe let's do 5. We'll do 5 rem. Okay, perfect. When I click on it, this pops up. This is great. See all posts. This works perfectly fine. We love it. We love it. We love it. This is fantastic. Now, I would like to do a more proper blog. So let me go on rank boost. And let me just maybe steal this blog right here. I'm going to copy all this. Okay. And then we're going to go to Super Next. Let's just paste it here. Act like we wrote all this, even though we didn't. Refresh. Now, let's refresh from... Look at that. Look at that. Your own blog, easily set up on Nextjs. Now, there are a couple things I would do. First and foremost is I would have... actually, let's just do this here. So on the slug page, I would have this function set up, generate metadata. And the reason why you want this is you want your page to be indexed for SEO purposes. So what we're going to do is I'm going to copy this this action right here, this server action, and basically what this is going to do is it's going to pull all the posts, the blog by the slug. And honestly, I just realized this. I could have deconstructed this instead of, now let's just remove result. Let's just remove that there. Assume I didn't do that. New mistake. Oopsies. All right, so now what this is going to do is this is going to pull from the title, the description, the image, and the keywords, right? And this is going to basically sauce up your SEO. And then what you're going to do is you're going to want another function. Again, these are all on the Nextjs doc, so you can check them out. You're going to want export async function, generate static params. And what this is going to do essentially is you are going to pull all the slugs, right? And you're going to return them here. And the reason why you're going to return them is so that every time you switch between blog posts, you don't have to pull you don't have to fire a request again. This stores all the slugs, just makes SEO things very, very much easy. Again, so I'm good here. If I save this, blog post looks great. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I just set up a blog. Let's remove this use. Don't need this. I just set up a blog. Took about 20 something minutes. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you enjoyed this style of video where I was just coding. I didn't really have a plan or a script. If you enjoyed this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.